Well, welcome back. This is the next big story as we get insights into Avicanna driving basically biopharmaceutical advancements of evidence-based cannabinoid products on the TSX under AVCN, the OTCQX under AVCNF. This video is disseminated on behalf of Avicanna, and we're privileged to be joined by Aris Azadian, the CEO, to kind of take us through some news and recent updates. First and foremost, welcome, sir.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
Yeah, pleasure to get you on. And maybe for newer audiences, just give us that high-level overview. What exactly are you guys doing there?
So we're a strictly medical company, but we're focused on cannabinoid-based products. So our products are really standardized and evidence-based products that we're delivering to patients, and we're really tackling a medical cannabis opportunity rather than a recreational one, which means we're focusing on pain, sleep, dermatology, oncology, neurology, very large market opportunities, and we've been doing this for the last 10 years. So we've spent the first couple of years on, as a part of a Johnson & Johnson incubator and major collaborations with Canada's top academic and clinical institutions to deliver a number of products, formulations, and patented technologies that have now become part of our portfolio. And for the last 5 years, we've been commercializing these products. We've been building a medical platform, a medical affairs platform, and a patient support platform to really translate and bring medical cannabis into what we believe should be the future of standard of care, and the incorporation of medical cannabis into the standard of care. And that's been our objective. We're a Toronto-based company. We are a biopharma company. We're on the TSX big board as a pharmaceutical issuer. We're not a licensed producer. But again, we're looking at cannabinoids from a pharma perspective.
Yeah, appreciate the insight. And kind of speaking to more recent news, you announced that medical cannabis real world evidence results and publication. I mean, that was just kind of the headline, but maybe break down what's currently going on, on the deeper dive.
Yeah, so in Canada, it's federally legal. That's where we're able to conduct research and clinical studies. To date, we've been involved with over 30 clinical trials and R&D clinical sort of preclinical projects. So we've been doing a lot of that work. But with real world evidence, this is more of an observational study where we're actually looking at real patient population that are using medical cannabis. And in this specific case for pain, if you're Canadian, you would know, UHN, which is a top medical institution, was actually the one that's running the study through our MyMedi telemedicine platform. And we were able to assess the efficacy and the potential benefit of cannabis-based medicine or cannabinoid-based medicine across pain, anxiety, and sleep. And the publication, which was published on the Canadian Journal of Pain, which is a major medical publication, was very positive. The results were there, especially when healthcare practitioners and healthcare providers are involved in the patient journey. And I think for us, that's a very important publication because it's with a top medical institution. It's led by the president of Canadian Pain Society, Dr. Hans Clark. It's real data. It's a massive validating or sort of indicating moment for cannabinoid-based medicine as a real functional medicine, form of medicine for patients across major indications. But also you're seeing, again, as I said, having healthcare providers involved is critical, and you're seeing better results. So this is really important to separate adult use and medical. And this is the side that we're on, obviously, on the medical. And we're glad to be able to get such a validating sort of publication out there.
Yeah, and it's kind of speaking beyond that. I mean, obviously, the total addressable market is kind of getting more dynamic because obviously every country has different rules around these products. But there was a recent executive order to reclassify cannabis in the United States. Do you want to speak a little bit to that and what it means for Avicanna?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think everybody was a bit upset that it was too medical, and it wasn't recreational or adult use friendly. And I think I can sympathize with that for the folks that are looking at cannabis as an adult use or consumer product. We're looking at it as a strictly medical product that is helping, again, these major clinical indications. And the US rescheduling with hints related to real world evidence, with hints related to standardized and evidence-based approach, with hints of getting the medical community involved in the patient journey is very important. That's what we do. So obviously I'm biased. We think it's a massive validating moment for Avicanna. But in terms of for it to be successful, I think that's what you need. For the medical community to really adopt cannabinoid-based medicine, you need standardization. You need evidence. You need clinical guidelines. You need treatment plans for patients to do this the right way. What we don't want is a 75-year-old lady walking into a dispensary and getting her treatment plan from an 18-year-old bud tender. What you want is treatment plan coming from a pharmacist and with clinical oversight. And I think that's what this is alluding to. So I think another factor that further validates the necessary separation between adult use and medical. And again, we believe we live in this medical world alone in terms of doing things in a comprehensive way.
So I guess just to finish up, I mean, why should investors be paying attention to Avicanna today? What would you tell them?
Yeah, I mean, we're trading at an all-time low, actually, at a time where the company has had its best financial results. We're break even at this stage and reaching profitability. Meanwhile, we're obtaining further intellectual property and patent protection. Meanwhile, we're entering new markets and internationalizing so far into 20 countries. So I believe there's a little bit of that stigma or a little bit of that heartburn that's associated to the misconception that we're a cannabis company, when really we're a biopharma company working through cannabinoids as medicine that is actually helping people. And I think we're a little bit misunderstood on the TSX. And our long-term pathway is to get onto the US, where we're going to really unlock value for shareholders. So I think it's an exciting time. It's a transformational time for us. But at the same time, we're just completely misunderstood into the capital markets. And hence why we're out here kind of digging my head out of the notebook to get back out there and speak to shareholders and speak to the market, because especially with this rescheduling in the executive order of the United States, this further validates the pathway that we're taking. And this isn't theory. We're a company that's generating $25 million so far in this, in sort of a proof of concept stage.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate your time today. I know this was a brief interview, but if you'd like to explore Avicanna further, we'll leave the links in the description below. Consider subscribing as news and catalyst comes down the wire. We'll bring it to you here. But on that, as always, we look forward to catching you in the next one.